Itong Davao model ng payment and reward system ay nakakatakot at talaga namang inaabuso. Kung tutuusin, ang reward system ay maghihikayat sa mga pulis na pumatay upang makuha ang reward nila na pera. Tulad po na nabanggit ni Congressman JJ na ito yung love of money. Ibig sabihin, Mr. Chair, walang pinagkaiba ang reward system na ito doon sa mga drug pusher na kumukuha rin ng pera dahil sa droga. Ito naman, kumukuha ng pera dahil nakakapatay. Walang pinagkaiba, mga kaibigan. Kung gusto mo ng pera, patayin mo ang suspect.
Thank you. And finally, the Chair of the Committee on Human Rights, Congressman Abante, you are recognized. You have 2 hours.
Sa wakas, kanina pa ako naghihintay, puro interjections itong ginagawa sa akin dito. Anyway, Colonel Garma, alam ko, pagod ka na, no? All of us are, di ba? Kaya na pa tayong 10 o'clock in the morning, no? Pero siguro, ako palagi nagra-wrap up eh. You know, thing is this, kanina, when Congressman Chua asked you why you were crying, you said you had time for a week to reflect on these things. And because of that, you decided to change and make a formal statement, di ba? Then you said that you made mention of what the Lord Jesus said in the Bible, that the truth shall set you free. Di ba?
Yes.
The truth shall set you free. Of course, when the Lord Jesus Christ mentioned that, he was referring to his word, perfect word, holy word. While your word is not holy, but it is truthful as I can see. Mukhang nakalimutan natin kasi kanina sa affidavit mo, you mentioned that you were invited to serve as a resource person in the Quadcom regarding the investigation into the war on drugs of the previous administration. And you mentioned about the deaths of 3 Chinese inmates at the Davao Penal Colony. So will you now please tell us the truth about that? Because your name was mentioned. Now, you said the truth shall set you free. So please, tell us now the truth about those Chinese drug lords that were killed by 2 PDL, and those PDL were given 1 million pesos by a certain Art Narsoles, of which you are romantically linked. Now, please tell us the truth right now about that.
Mr. Chair, during that time po, nag-iisip sila na kung ano po yung, alam niyo sa PNP, uso yung pasalubong. Everyone, they know that, Mr. Chair, kung may darating na bagong opisyal, kailangan may impact project, like pa-impress. Isa po yan, yung 3 Chinese, Mr. Chair, na it's well, I think hindi ko narinig ang planning, but I think yan po ang naging-resulta ng pag-uusap po ni Padilla when he reported to Sir Leonardo sa CIDG, because I heard him giving names, list kay Sir Leonardo, saying na involved lahat ito sa drugs. So I think dun siguro, ito po, pananaw ko lang po ha, dun siguro nag-start yung pag-conceptualize doon. And with regards to the reward, yeah, narinig ko rin po yun na may reward. Yung trabaho na yon. In fact, Nakwento ni Sir Leonardo nga na nag-congratulate si Presidente.
Oh, anong sabi niyo?
Nag-congratulate si Presidente kay
Narinig niyo
Padilla.
yun?
Yeah, kinuwento niya sa akin.
Nakwento ni
Nagkwento.
ni
Yes,
Colonel
sir.
Padilla.
Nagkwento si Sir Leonardo sa amin. Marami nakarinig niyan, sir.
Okay.
So, dun ko nalaman
inaamin mo that
most
you
likely
knew
nga.
all about it and you were involved? Is that what you're saying?
Hindi po ako involved, but I heard na lang po na ganun yung nangyari at may pa-thank you na nangyari na nakausap si Padilla according to Sir Leonardo na ginawa daw ni Presidente, which is yun naman din nasabi ni Padilla, kaya baka ho, totoo. Wala po ako doon nung nangyari yun, but kinuwento kasi.
At least you mentioned some truths to it, no? Of course, you knowing Art Narsolis,
Yes po.
who was very much involved, even in the giving of the reward. Narinig niyo yun, di ba?
Yes, sir. Kilala ko siya, sir. Actually, during that time po, wala na po kaming relationship.
Wala na.
That
Oo.
time po na nangyari yung sa Chinese po, wala po kami.
Do you know where he is now?
Hindi ko po alam, Mr. Chair.
Kasi iniimbita namin siya. Walang nangyayari. Anyway, I'm so glad that you said something about that. Now, how about the death of General Wesley Barayuga? Tell us the truth about
Yes, sir.
that.
I don't know, sir, kung you can come up with a theory on this. But as,
No, I'm not referring to any
I'm
theory. I do not want a
explaining-
theory. I want the truth.
Yeah, I am explaining kasi up to now, puzzle din po sa akin. After I heard the testimony of General Pinili that he talked with Yusek Kitain and Senator Bongo, dun ko pinagpitagpi yung sarili kong analysis on dun po sa information. Because po March, when the President announced that I will assume as General Manager of PCSO, si Dongail po, na classmate ko, ay nag-text sa akin. Clarence Dongail, who is nasa Bilibid po, Mr. Chair. Nag-text siya sa akin na, "Oh, Bok, magpi-PCSO ka na pala." Sabi niya. Ay, hindi, text po, tawag po yun. Magpi-PCSO ka na pala, gumanon.
Sino sabi sa'yo?
Clarence Dongail po. Clarence Dongail. That time po maraming tumatawag na classmate ko sa akin. I do not know kung saan nila kinukuha ang phone number ko. I think everybody knows my phone number during that time. He called me. Sabi niya, magpi-PCSO ka na. Alam mo ba na ang board secretary niyo dyan ay involved sa drugs? Sabi ko, oh? Sabi ko, oo, tinago lang ng mga class 83 yan dyan. That's his term to me. Tapos sabi ko, hindi ko alam yan. Sabi ko, oo, kasi yung mga, nagkwento na siya, marami na siyang kwento. So, ang ginawa ko lang, sir, I relayed it kina sir.
And he mentioned the name of General Barayuga.
Opo, sabi niya, Barayuga, kasi napang-abot daw niya po. Nagpang-abot niya po nagpang-abot po sila daw sa kung saan yung na-assign pa si General Barayuga at saan siya na-assign din noon nung junior officer pa siya before siya nakulong. So what I did only, sir, since I don't have the resources to validate or whatever, I just nirelay ko lang po ang info for validation.
It's common knowledge, Colonel Garma, that you and General Barayuga has some altercations, di ba?
No, Mr. Chair.
That there's some things that you do not agree on.
No, Mr. Chair.
Okay?
Okay po.
Ano yun? Ano yung
Okay po
totoo?
yung friendship namin ni Sir Barayuga. We don't argue, we didn't argue, Mr. Chair.
So you do not argue with him as far as the operations of the STL is concerned?
Wala po kasi siyang hand doon. Board secretary po siya. He just handles yung mga board resolution, take notes of the board meeting. No decision making, Mr. Chair. So,
Is it true that you were the one that provided the pictures of Barayuga to Lieutenant Colonel Mendoza?
no, Mr. Chair. I did not.
You did not provide any picture at
No.
all?
No, Mr. Chair. I did not.
Okay. You mentioned former General Pinili. Is he there? Yes. General Pinili, will you please come over and tell us about what Colonel Garma said? Sapagkat binanggit ka niya eh. So, sabi nga ang iyong participation dito kung meron.
Your Honor, I'm a former chairman of PCSO, Anselmo Simeon P. Pinili, and I am very sad.
Did you take your oath yet? Have
Yes,
you?
Your
Okay,
Honor.
go ahead, go ahead.
I'm very sad that the former GM said that my honorable classmates was involved in drugs. And I hope that she is not lying, because my classmate lifestyle is, for me, is so simple. He has no car, he walks. And after retirement, he always been employed. So during my experience with him, when he prays,
You still have saying something here, General. But you're saying that you're the classmate of General Barayuga?
pardon, sir?
You were? Okay.
Yes,
Now,
I'm
will
the
you
classmate.
please, Colonel Garma, will you please repeat what you said a moment ago when you mentioned General Pinili? Will you please repeat that so he could be able to hear what you said?
Last hearing po, when
Yes.
when the chair po mentioned of meeting after the death of General Barayuga, he mentioned of meeting Senator Bongo and Yusek Kitain, and he also mentioned yung kanyang theory, like saying that during that time daw, General Barayuga is about to give evidence daw, may hawak doon na evidence in connection with corruption against me. Yun po ang pagkaintindi ko po sa kanyang sinabi last board meeting.
Well, that's what General Pinili said.
Opo. If you will allow me to explain po what really happened in PCS also, I could expand
Go ahead,
po.
go ahead.
Kasi po, when I was, pag-assume ko po sa PCSO, Mr. Chair, that was almost a week after I sought an audience po kay PRRD. I was the one who talked to PRRD mentioning po yung mga irregularities sa PCSO. Like sa STL, there are waivers that were approved by the board. Ibig po sabihin, yung original na GMMRR po ng STL, pina-waive po ng board ang mga utang. Halimbawa STLA may utang na 20 million dahil sinasabi daw nila na lugi sila. O sige, i-waive na lang natin yan, 20 million mo, gawin na lang natin 10, i-post-dated mo na lang yan. Ito na lang yung bago mo GMMRR. From 10 million, gawin na lang natin 8. Reduction of GMMRR po yon. Meron din po mga bond po na instead na cash po ang bond, naging installment. Mga ganon. So, yun po yung naabutan ko. And there are also reduction of GMMRR na hindi pa po na-cancel yung previous contract, ay in-implement na po yung bagong amount na board resolution lang naman po ang na-issue. Meron din pong in-implement pero walang kontrata. May kontrata, hindi napirmahan. May kontrata na pirmado, hindi mo alam kung sinong pumirma. So those are the irregularities po na nangyari. And kung i-compute mo po, inawala kay PCSO, I think, if I'm not mistaken, meron naman po listahan ng PCSO, that is around 5 billion ang nawawalang
5
pera.
billion.
Oo, more or less. I'm not sure of the figure, pero yan po yung estimate. So, I reported that to the President because bawal po yun. Na i-waiver mo, ang cash bond installment mo, i-merge mo yung isang company, tatlong area, isang company, i-merge mo into one, para sa ganun yung bond is ma-reduce, instead of tatlong 15 million ay magiging isang 15 million na lang, so nakatipid ka ng 30 million. Mga ganun po yung sitwasyon noon. So, there was during that time when I assumed also, may nag-garnish po na 700 plus million ang TMA sa account ng PCSO na parang nawalang bula. At paano nalaman ng TMA ang bank account ng PCSO sa PNB and I forgot the other bank, which is a mystery hanggang nung umalis ako, parang walang klarong nangyari. Hindi namin alam kung paano nangyari na wala na lang yung 700 plus million sa account ng PCSO. Up to now yan, alam niya ng PCS. I don't know kung na-account na o naibalik na ba na TMA. Nagkaroon po ng case po yan. With regard sa peryahan ng bayan, pag-assume ko po, Mr. Chair, meron pong court CA decision. CA decision instructing PCSO to an status quo and directing PCSO to send representatives sa draw court ng peryahan ng bayan and while mag-arbitrate to resolve the issue ni PCSO and the peryahan. And pag-assume ko po, meron ng board resolution adopting the Court of Appeals decision. So that is why when I assume, sir, sabi ko, itong status ni peryahan, I think we should implement because there's a court order and the board decided to adopt. Pero that time po, kinasuhan na po ng peryahan si Chairman Pinili for not following the CA order po. So, sabi ayaw ng board na implement. So sabi ko, let us cancel then the board resolution. Para sa ganun naman, wala akong i-implement. Kasi implementer lang naman ang GM po. Ayaw po nila ipakancel. Sabi ko, kung ayaw niya i-cancel, then I will implement because there's a board resolution adopting the CA decision. So, mga ganun po yung sitwasyon during that time. Nalaman po ni Presidente, kaya pinakancel niya lahat ng game. At sabi niya sa akin, ayusin niyo muna lahat yan. Magbayad muna lahat ng STL before niyo iparesume.
Is that related to the killing of Barayuga?
Mr. Chair,
May
the
relasyon
President directed NBI to investigate the board. In fact, there was a board meeting that Yusek Kitain instructed the board to resign. But nobody resigned. Sabi nila, wala naman daw kasalanan. So naiwan sila sa board po. And during that time, NBI investigated po yung allegation of corruption. So, humingi po ng mga documents ang NBI, which I complied. And there are also documents that Sir Barayuga should also comply at isubmit niya sa NBI. So yun po yung sitwasyon noon, sir, na sinasabing may corruption, may mga documents, isasubmit talaga si Sir Barayuga sa NBI, which is yun yung allegation po ng mga irregularities na nangyari po in the past, not during my time. And last quarter of 2020, Eric Destor met me po. Nag-usap kami sa Shangri-La.
Sino po?
Eric Destor. He was the OIC NBI during that time. Nangumusta siya. Sabi ko, it's okay. Inaayos naman namin lahat. Sabi ko, kumusta po yung investigation nyo, kako? Ang sabi niya, tapos na daw yung investigation na ginawa nila sa PCSO. Tinanong ko, ano bang resulta? Sabi niya sa akin, lahat ng board ay tatamaan. And there are some AGMs po na involved kasi may mga napirmahan. Tapos sabi ko, asan yung papel? Sinabmit ko na sa Malacanang. Binigyan ko si Senator Bongo at saka ang PMS para makarating kay Presidente. So sabi ko, okay, pwede ba humingi ng result? Sabi niya, hindi pwede, confidential. Kasi may recommendation. If the palace will approve it, they will file the case. Hanggang na lang po umalis ako, wala pong nangyari. Hanggang sa nahirapan na lang ako sa PCSO, Mr. Chair, at sobrang hirap ko dahil po may mga pressure like yung Smart Info, yung joint venture na Chinalat, na ako lang po nagdesisyon at kuminsan pati po si Director Sandra Cam ay nagkakaintindihan kami kasi nga hindi po tama.
When you talk with the NBI director, Was Barayuga still alive?
Hindi na po. Namatay na po.
Namatay na siya.
Opo, wala na siya. Kasi parang back to almost normal na yun eh. Nung nag-start na kaming slowly babalik na yung operation namin. Ganun po yung sitwasyon noon. And marami pa po, if I can tell you, and documents will also show talaga sa PCSO that there are plenty of irregularities which I really fought for it.
Do you have documents to show? Do you still have documents to show?
I have some documents, but definitely mayroon document ng legal
Now,
at
will
ang
you
void
submit
po ng
to us the
PCSO.
documents that you're keeping?
Pag makalabas po ako, sir, kay hindi ko
Okay, you
ako lang
promise that, no?
nakakaalam.
Nakalabas ka, you will
Hahanapin
submit
ko po.
documents to me.
Yung po
to us, to
mga
the
natago
committee.
ko lang po. Yes
Okay. So General Pinili, now, tell us now what you would like to say. Because ikaw ang pinalitan ni Colonel Garma, di ba?
No, sir. I'm the chairman of PCSO.
Chairman, okay. Chairman, sige.
I just preside during board meeting. For the information of the Quadcom, it was pandemic. Our board meeting was always online. I'm in Davao City since March. My classmate was ambushed and killed July 30, about 3:30 in the afternoon. So wala ako doon, sir. So itong issue niya about maraming problema ng PCSO, siguro hindi dito yon pag-usapan. And maybe the AGMs here present can attest na talagang na-manage namin ang PCSO before the arrival of now former GM. So yung sinasabi niya na about KMA, the AGMs here will bear me out na ako yung nag-insist na hindi talaga mag-provide ang TMA ng papers ng PCSO. So, ang issue kasi dito, Mr. Chair, is yung pagpatay ng classmate ko. Pero namang whistleblower na si Police Colonel Mendoza. So, dapat yun ang pag-usapan. Kasi pag sabihin niya yung pagdating niya, maraming nakita siyang mga problema, hindi yun ang issue. Kung yun ang aming ating pagdebatehan dito, dapat
Mr. Chair.
investigation sana.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Congressman Akop, with the indulgence of Congressman Abante.
No, a point of order lang, Mr. Chair.
Oh, yes, what is the point of order?
Kasi hindi ko matanggap na yung underclass ko. Tuturuan ako kung anong gagawin natin dito eh. You know, you become a congressman first before you can tell us what to do. When we want to discuss something here, wala kang pakialam doon kasi kami ang nagkukuha ng agenda rito eh. Pero to tell you frankly, ako'y upper class mo, nainis ako doon sa sinabi mo, nasasabihan mo ako kung anong gagawin ko. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Akop. Please continue,
sorry, Your
Congressman
Honor.
Abante.
Mr. Chair, I believe to General Pinili, no, tama yung sinabi po ng upper class ninyo. Ako rin po gusto kong sabihin na whatever we discuss here and investigate in this committee is related. Related po yan sa pagpatay. Hindi pwedeng hindi yan related. All right? Now, that's the issue we should discuss. But the issue here is also corruption. So I'm asking now, before I would ask Colonel Garma, I would like to give way to Congressman Paduano for something that is related to what we're discussing about.
Chairman, if you, Colonel Garma, you mentioned about the information given to you by Clarence Tunggael, your classmate. You mentioned about the information given to you by your classmate Clarence Tunggael.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
When was that? Before or after
March
the death?
or April
Before,
April of March after the announcement of the President na ako po ay mag-PCSO, tumawag po siya sa akin. That's 2019 po. Maybe April or I cannot recall. It's
so before
2018.
the death.
Oh, 2018 po, yes.
Before the death,
2018.
tinawagan ka na?
2019 ni Clarence po.
So before the death, tinawagan ka na?
Nino po.
Ni Clarence?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Giving you information about it?
Yes, Mr.
That
Chair.
Wesley Bayaroga is involved
Sabi niya,
in the
sir,
drugs?
yun ang sabi niya sa akin.
Eh bakit? Isa siyang PDL that time, di ba? Si Dungael, persons deprived of liberty. Di ba nakakulong na siya noon?
Opo.
Why should you believe a PDL to give you information about it?
Kaya nga po ang sabi ko, i-validate. Kasi ako, ganun lang ako.
Hindi, pero ang lumabas kasi, based on the accounts made by DG Lasso, doon sa record po, ipinasok yung pangalan ni General Wesley after his death.
Ay, no po. Ang 2019 pa po yun.
Hindi nga eh. Ang sinasabi ko nga,
I do not know.
yung pangalan ni Wesley never appear before his death. Doon sa death list.
Ay, hindi ko alam kung ano yung list na po na yun eh.
Ayun na nga ang sinasabi
Kasi
ko,
ano
Colonel
nakaalam lang siya.
Garma, na yung pangalan niya in the official list of the Duterte's list after his death, na siningit nga eh. Pero Clarence Dungael called you
Before his death po.
Before his death.
Nung na-announce po na mag-PCSO ako.
why should, ang tanong, bakit tawagan ka ni Clarence Dungael for that information? Anong purpose niya? And then you buy it.
I didn't buy it, sir, kasi hindi ko naman pinalista. Ang sinabi ko lang, uy, may report na ganito, check. Ayun lang ako, sir. That's why nga nung finormulate...
Hindi ka nagtanong sa kanya, bakit nagbigay siya ng information sa'yo?
Of course, I asked, bakit yan ang sinasabi mo?
Oh, ano daw?
Based sa kanyang experience, sir, nung time daw na na-assign siya, may
Region
mga
6?
incident.
When he was assigned in Region 6?
Ang kwento niya sa akin, sir, na according to him, during that time doon na-assign doon, ay protector siya ng ganito, ganyan-ganyan. Kaya, sir, hindi ko masyadong, kasi, may report na involved daw siya. Pinasa ko lang, i-validate nyo na lang, kasi it's not my line, I don't have the asset to do it. Ganun lang po ang ginawa ko, and then wala na po. Then when I assume, nakita ko naman po na mabait naman siya, hindi na alam ko na umimik.
Hindi,
Naiyak ko
yun
na
na nga
lang
eh.
po si Sir Barayuga po, sir.
Hindi, yun na nga eh, kasi I thought all the while, yung information given to you by Clarence was made after the death, pero prior to the death.
Oh,
Na
sir.
matagal pa,
A year before I assume pa PCSO.
1 year.
Yes, sir. Hindi ko na po alam kung ano nangyari dun, sir.
Pero prior to that, lagi kayong tatawagan ni Clarence?
Hindi ko alam kung ba't niya alam phone. Kasi, sir,
Oh,
nung
that was the
nanalo
first time
po-
that Clarence called you?
Hindi po. Hindi ko nga alam paano sila nakakakuha ng number ko kasi nung na-assign ako ng CIDG, every time I transfer from one unit kasi, nagpapalit ako ng number kasi marami tumatawag, which is umingi ng tulong. Hindi na ako
Pero yung
nakakatulog.
kaklase nyo kasi nagtatawagan naman yan, nagpapasa
Yes, sir.
ng
Nasa-
number, di ba?
Nung pong
Kaya
nasa...
normal lang yan.
Yes, sir. Nung
Na makuha
nanalo
din ni
po,
Clarence yung number mo.
Yeah.
Di ba may group chat nga kayo, yung mga class sa PNPA, may mga group chat yan, di ba?
lately po, meron po. I think when the
Oh.
President won po, marami po nakakaalam na number ko that time po. So, very busy number ko. Napapakilala, Boxy, ganito, ganyan. Ganun lang po, Mr. Chair.
Anyway, Mr. Chairman, medyo ano lang ako doon eh, kasi namatay si Wesley, may information na pala prior to his death, tapos doon binato ni Clarence Dungael kay Garma. And we know for the fact that Clarence Dungael has a lot of connections and with regards, especially with regards to drugs, doon po sa Bilibid. In fact, he was involved in Peter Co case, di ba?
Yes po.
Anyway, tingnan natin. Baka mapalaliman natin yung information na yan later.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Mr.
Mr.
Chair,
Chairman.
so gusto mo sabihin ngayon, Gobernador Garma, that you have nothing to do with the death, with the killing of General Barayuga?
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
Wala.
Wala
So
po.
therefore, yung sinabi ni Lieutenant Colonel Mendoza is actually wrong.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So you are now saying to us here, truthfully, that you have nothing to do with the death of General Barayuga.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Mr. Chair,
Later on,
Mr. Chair, can I?
go ahead, go ahead.
Si Arthur Solis po, Ma'am Garma, the time nagtatrabaho po sa PCSO,
Yes, sir. Naka-detail pa po sila, sir.
di ba PCSO tapos si Arthur Solis, tapos si Lieutenant Colonel
Laguna.
Santi Mendoza, tapos si Nelson. Yun ang pagkasunod-sunod nun, di ba? Sabi kasi, nakausap niya si Colonel Leonardo. Pero nakikita ko yung diagram kasi baka, hindi ko lang alam, hindi lang ako sigurado. Kasi different yun, parang parallel po yun eh. Kaya naitanong ko si Arthur Solis kung by that time nandun po sa PCSO o baka kinamit yung telepono, sinabi ni Santi. So, yun lang po yung aking analysis. Personal analysis ko lang po yun. Kaya nag-ano po ako kay Congressman Benny Abante. So that time, nandun pa po si
Andun pa po. Nung namatay po.
Colonel Arthur Solis.
Nung
Opo.
namatay po.
Nung namatay.
Yung day mismo, no July, parang wala akong
Pero
naalala po.
on that duration, doon naka-stay si Arthur Solis sa PCSO.
Naka-detail pa po.
Naka-detail
pero
siya doon.
Parang wala siya nung time na yun po. Nasa Davao sila. Kasi pandemic, ako lang po ang bumalik ng Manila.
Thank you. Pero Mr. Chairman, di ba in-invite na natin si Colonel Arthur Solis ba?
Yes, SPO4.
SPO4, oo. Kung mahanap po natin General Torre, hanapin po natin si Arthur Solis.
We have continuous efforts regarding that matter, sir.
Thank you, General. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank
Chair.
you. Yes, continue.
There was a number of relatives that you have sa PCSO, hindi ba?
Number,
Of relatives, mga kamag-anak mo.
Yes po.
Oo.
Yes po.
Okay,
Mr.
how many of them na hinire mo sa PCSO ng mga kamag-anak mo? Will you mention that here, please?
Isa, secretary, charity. One po as my secretary, private secretary. And then yung isa po is parang executive assistant 3. Yung isa po is parang mababa lang po yung bakante na I cannot recall the positions, pero puro po mabababa na position po. Ang pinakamataas lang po noon is EA3 na position po ang naibigay ko.
Including your daughter or son?
I don't have a son, Mr. Chair. My daughter, as confidential agent, for a few months lang po yun. After I took her back from US, kasi kinustudi ko na siya, sabi ko, para may trabaho ka, then I'll hire you.
So bakit mo binigyan ng trabaho sa PCSO yung mga kamag-anak mo?
Mr. Chair, wala naman sigurong hindi mag-hire ng kamag-anak kasi the position po is trust and confidence. Like secretary, private secretary, I need someone I trust. Like siguro driver, I need someone I trust. And there are positions na allowed naman. Pero kung trust and confidence po, meron po, yun lang ang binigay ko. The rest na I need professionals like lawyers, professionals, I hired lawyers and professionals. And there are also positions that I publish. I ask the HR to hire outside at mamili because gusto ko galing sa labas at qualified talaga for the position.
Okay, ganito, no? you said that there are 3 levels of payments and rewards sa tinatawag nating Davao model. Tama?
There are levels like
3 levels of payments and rewards.
I cannot.
Kanina nabanggit mo yun eh. There are 4?
I think
4 levels. Oo. There are 4 levels na nabanggit mo, hindi ba?
Yes po. I think
Okay. I was looking at it and sabi ko nga, ang laking pera ang lumabas dito. The fact that thousands were killed, actually. So I would like to ask our PNP personnel here. Diba? General Torre, nakita ko yata si General Karamat dito ha. I'd like to ask them if you share the statement of Colonel Garma na meron 4 na level ng payment and rewards to policemen na pumatay ng mga drug pushers, drug lords, drug traffickers. Do you share that statement? General Torre, do you deny or do you share the statement?
Sir, I have no personal knowledge regarding that matter. Because truth to tell, sir, if I may be allowed to speak candidly, that's something that's the kind of system that will eventually be right at the very start. That's not against.
So you're
that's
saying
not
that you
within the
have
law.
no personal knowledge
I
of
don't have
that,
personal knowledge regarding that
and
matter,
you have
sir.
not heard it even.
No, sir.
No, you haven't. Colonel Patay,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Dinenay mo kanina. Are you still denying it now?
Wala po akong knowledge yan, Mr. Chair.
You have no personal knowledge then.
Wala po, Mr.
I'd like
Chair.
to ask, where's Colonel Marcos? Colonel Marcos, do you share the statement that was given to us by Colonel Garma about the payment and rewards, or you also deny that?
Pertaining to the reward system, sir, tama po si Colonel Garma doon. Nag-circulate po yan sa buong PNP organization. Pero ang makaka-validate lang po talaga niyan is yung inner circle po ng gaya si Colonel Garma, yung mga nakakaalam talaga, sir.
May natanggap yung pumatay kay Mayor Espinosa.
Wala naman po akong natanggap doon, sir, kasi may operation.
Hindi ikaw ang sinasabi ko. May natanggap ba yung mga pumatay? Hindi naman ikaw ang pumatay, di ba?
Po, sir, hindi naman po.
Yun pala naman eh. Ang natanong ko, mayroon ba natanggap yung pumatay?
Wala naman po siguro, sir, kasi...
Hindi mo alam.
Opo, yung unang...
Si Major Laraga, may natanggap ba siya?
Wala po yata, sir. Ngayon, sir, yung war on drugs kasi, sir, nung umpisa, wala pong ganyang reward system. Yung talagang operation, true operation on listed drugs personalities. Pero napansin siguro, sir, nung administration na medyo walang masyadong nagpa-participate. So nung nakakulong na po ako, sir, naka-restricted, parang narinig ko, sir, na nag-umpisa na po yung reward system to encourage other officers, other personnel.
Nakatanggap si Major Laraga at yung mga pulis, hindi mo alam.
Hindi po
Kasi Luka, nakakapagtaka na papatay nila sa loob ng selda eh. Si Mayor Espinosa eh. Nakakapagtaka kahit sino. At tanungin mo, nakakapagtaka, nakakulong na yung tao eh. Papatayin nyo. Ngayon, nalaman natin mayroong payment and rewards. Hindi mo alam, hindi ka nang katanggap dahil hindi naman talaga ikaw ang pumatay, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
At hindi mo alam na mayroong payment and reward na binibigay sa mga pumatay. Tama ako, mali?
It's true na naririnig po ng kapulisan yan, sir. Pati ako, sir, naririnig ko po.
Si General Karamat ba nandiyan kanina? Nandiyan kanina eh. Wala na ba ngayon? Wala na, no? Okay? Now, Colonel Garma, Have you heard of the killing of Mayor Cesar Perez of Los Baños? Pinatay during the drug war
Hindi po.
at merong silang pinagbintangan. Ang biktima po ay nakulong na konsehal, si Norbin Tamisin. Have you heard of that?
No, Mr. Chair.
Ay, hindi mo narinig.
Hindi po.
How about the killing of Mayor Halili of Tanawan, Batangas?
Mayor Halili.
Sa drugs din po yun eh.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Narinig ko po
Narinig
yun.
mo?
Opo.
Okay. So, therefore, totoo yung sinasabi mo na kapag mayroong napatay ang pulis, may natatanggap.
Totoo po yun, Mr. Chair.
Baliktarin po natin. Halimbawa kaya, ang binibigyan ng reward, yung hindi nakakapatay. Mas maganda, di ba? Yung bibigyan ng reward, yung imbis na papatayin, hinuhuli, kinukulong, at kinakasuhan. Di ba mas maganda yung ganon?
Yes po, yun na-file sana ng kaso.
Siguro
tapos
konti lang ang namatay. Tama ba ko, Colonel Marcos? Am I right? Siguro konti lang ang namatay, ang pinatay. Kung walang payment and reward, konti lang ang pinatay.
It's possible, Mr. Chair.
Possible. So anyway, Mr. Chair, nakita po natin to and I'm so glad na gusto ko lang pong basahin ang isang manifestasyon dito na naisulat sapagkat sayang naman kung hindi ko babasahin ito. Alright? Itong Davao model ng payment and reward system ay nakakatakot at talaga namang inaabuso. Kung tutuusin, ang reward system ay maghihikayat sa mga pulis na pumatay upang makuha ang reward nila na pera. Tulad po ng sinabi ng aking kasama dito, si Congressman Romy Ako. Tulad po na nabanggit ni Congressman JJ na ito yung love of money. Ibig sabihin, Mr. Chair, walang pinagkaiba ang reward system na ito doon sa mga drug pusher na kumukuha rin ng pera dahil sa droga. Ito naman, kumukuha ng pera dahil nakakapatay. Walang pinagkaiba, mga kaibigan. At sino bang ayaw makakuha ng pera? Kapansin-pansin din na ang laki ng discretion ng mga pulis. Dahil on a mere suspicion, pwede silang pumatay at yung suspect ay hindi man lang binigyan ng pagkakataon mag-explain or ilaban ang kanyang sarili. Kaya nga po, this is a violation of their constitutional right. Paano kung mistaken identity? Tulad ang napatay na 9 na taon. Tulad ang napatay na si Kian na 17 years old. Ito ay mga mistaken identity. Paano kung galit lang sa iyo ang isang pulis at bigla ka na lang sinama sa listahan ng suspect? Paano kung nagkataon parehas kayo ng pangalan? Ang daming mali sa sistema na ito. At ang pinakamalala, walang reward ang apprehension o paghuli ng suspect. Kung gusto mo ng pera, patayin mo ang suspect. Last question, Mr. Chair, to Vice Chair Bernardo. What is now the status of Commissioner Leonardo in NAPOLCOM?
Sir, I was just, I was able to read a letter that his resignation had been accepted, sir. I will be getting the official notice, sir, maybe by Monday, sir.
So you will not anymore charge him administratively?
Last week, sir, I convened the remaining commissioners, and I was asking if we would be reporting to the Office of the President through the SILG that we are supposed to recommend the conduct of administrative investigation. inasmuch as the PNP and the Internal Affairs and NBI would be conducting a criminal investigation, it is also be more expeditious, considering if an administrative case will be conducted, it would be more quicker, considering the evidence necessary would be substantial evidence, sir. But we were being told that he tendered his resignation, and I was asking my colleague, I was outvoted that they suggested to wait for developments. But personally, I would like to file administrative case.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. That ends my interpellation and manifestation. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Thank you, Congressman Abante. And